Okay, it's definitely not the point of this video, but I definitely have a lot of cleanup to do on the roof on this one, so hopefully you guys can kind of ignore that portion of it. Got some stuff to clean up and get out of there, but this one just wanted to show you how you can spare having to go back on a job. A couple steps to go through that can make your repairs last longer and have a lasting repair, so you don't get called back for a no cool call. Here goes. Okay, second AC call of the day. Got a no AC on this one. Check if it's the Edison box. A little hard to tell. Let's see if the contactor is sucked in. That'll fill up quite a bit. Got a drink of water here. Pull this apart, take a look. I don't hear, sometimes you hear a bit of a buzzing from the contactor. I don't always hear it. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Blazing hot today. It's Palm Springs day. Oh, can't see my contactor actually. It's got a dust cover on it. Alright, gone lots of rounds with this one. Well, I need a peek at the contactor. I don't see any burn wires. Everything looks okay. A little safer to pull the disconnect at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll trace the conduit to right here. We can also test our fuses. So that's an easy one. You can also just check for voltage at the contactor. Another kind of easy way to do this without pulling it in, but it won't tell us if it's stuck in. Let's take a look. But hey, that'll be a quick tell if we don't have voltage. Then so I've got a volts AC, one lead to each side. And I've got 25 volts. So you do have voltage. Compressor's not too hot. Let's take a look at our contactor. Well, actually, I pulled the disconnect and we can check for continuity. But first we'll discharge the capacitor. I'll set my meter to ohms. Discharge the capacitors. And we'll check for continuity across the contactor. Got continuity there. Got continuity there. That's telling me we have voltage. Not voltage. We have a clear path across the contactor. So we should have power. Or we should have, you know, an energized unit. Once we plug the disconnect back in.
The question is, what is our voltage then? And the other question is, did we blow the fuse? That'd be an easy one. So we'll check our fuses here. Continuity test. Got nothing. And we got power. We have one blown fuse right here. We'll change our fuse. And look for anything else funny going on, such as the fan baffle hitting or the fan motor not running. Let's go ahead and get our fuse in here, make sure it's nice and tight, and it is. We're all set there. And now I want to peek for anything else going on at our unit. Our fan baffle, it looks okay. I don't want to spin the fan motor yet because I want to see, kind of want to know what's going on, if anything is going on. But I don't see any burned wires or anything funny. Kind of, this is all kind of set back in here. But we look okay. It looks like newer capacitors. Let's fire it up and see what happens. Here goes. Okay. It kicked on right away. Sounded a little strange. Nice and cold. It doesn't have a 5-minute delay on it. It's possible that just the temperature was messed with. Compressor sounds a little funny, but it's alive. I can test our capacitors, and maybe I should have just done that already. Nice and cold, so that's good. Does not sound the best. But it's alive. Might be a good candidate for the Sepco additive. Nice and cold, so that's good. Nice and cold. Yeah, so I'll probably just check those capacitors just to be good to know. Discharge the capacitor. The capacitor holds a charge in it even after the power is disconnected. So I re-discharge both of my capacitors. I'm going to pull off just the common leads on the cap. And so I've already discharged. Holding only the insulated portion of the screwdriver, just bridging the leads. There's our fan. We'll just disconnect one side, and then just the two common wires here. Disconnect those. Set my ohm meter to microfarads.
Should also disconnect the common side of the hard start kit.
The capacitor. Tell me what you got, buddy. Kind of position that away.
Yep, the heat was getting to me. I needed to disconnect the hard start kit from the common side as well.
Huh, not reading anything. Let's try the fan cap. 4.78, just the tiniest bit weak. It's still okay. And this one I'll go ahead and pull off the hard start kit one side as well. And we'll retest. Got a little jumper wire going to the capacitor. Let's see what we got on our cap. .2, it's bad. Alright, let's pull it all off then. And maybe this is why our deal blew. Oh, look, the capacitor is pretty bulged. Okay. So we're testing it here. 0.756. We got a bad cap. It did work for that brief moment, but we need a new capacitor. So I'll change the fan and the regular capacitor. Grab one and get it done. You can see the bulge there.
That's why it's a good idea to check the capacitors. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes they can look like everything's working fine, but then it's out of phase.
So glad I checked them. Sometimes I just replace them for preventative maintenance. Like this fan cap, it wasn't too bad. But I'm going to change it anyway. At least we know that will be good for a good long while. Cable strap's working good. Making sure our connections are all nice and tight there. Capacitor, and then we'll go to our common. I'll get my yellow start wire by itself on one side, and the only thing it'll be shared with is the hard start kit. So I usually use the single black wire on that side, and then on the other side we've got the deal with a little extra lead. I'll put that on the common because that's where you're normally most likely to add anything. Okay, we've got a blue common to the fan, and we've got a red common to the contactor. Okay, and I just want to squeeze this start one down. It was a tiny bit loose. Better. And now nice and tight. top at some point. It wouldn't hurt to anchor that in somehow. I've got some cable ties. Go ahead and do that. Should really be anchored in somehow. Not too bad, but right either. Now it's just not going to go anywhere. Really need to get the yellow start wire in there, but I did. Wire in and around. And we're on. And everything's nice and tight. We're good to go. We're going to start it up. And now it won't get a return call, or it shouldn't get a return call. Check again one more time at all my wiring. Good, good, good. All right. Everything's good. I can plug it in. Start up, and now the compressor sounds much better. This still was out of phase. It's a lot of what the horrible sound was, so. All right. Nice and cold. Good to go. Thanks for watching Technical Maintenance. Over and out. I'll button things up, stay with it for about 5 minutes, make sure it's all good, and we'll be all set. Thanks for watching Technical Maintenance. Over and out.
Standing on the edge just a test. It's a challenge. Hurt or trust. Give it all you got. It will pass. It will fade. What you see is temporary. What you don't see is eternal. It will last. Hanging with the pain. Let it fade. Let it out. Let it This temporary pain gives way to what will last. Temporary pain will pass. This too will pass. Will find. Give way, let it fade. Help the weak.